Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Do I the black gloves making me look like I only have 3 fingers in one hand? I have 5, right? So here it looks like there's two, only 3. Whoa. Yeah, it is messed up. So control 1, that's there, control 2. That makes sense. Let me just start with my face. Hey guys, this is me. I got new lighting all over the place. A really nice bright spotlight in front of me. And just to complement with the blue lighting in the background. Give me a sec. I also forgot to turn this orange. I like the orange thing. There you go. Maybe red? Maybe red. Let's see. Red. Come on. Nah, I like the orange. There you go. Yeah, so I got new lightings all over the place so you can see me better. You can also see my, like, 4C ugly play face, too. Flapping around the screen. I did get fat over the years. I used to hit the gym every day. And I did that because I wanted to stay healthy. And of course, I wanted to look good in front of, like, girls, you know. When I was younger, I had a very shallow reason for that. And yeah, so I gained overweight ever since I became a dad. Because my wife cooks really well. And she cooks every day. So I kind of like, oh man, I want to eat so much. Oh, look at this. Hello, everyone. Silver comment. Sorry, man. Motionzera. Very hard to pronounce name. Hello. Is that a Huyon canvas? Yes, it is. It's a 22 plus. That's right. You got it right. Very good. Very good. Funny how you noticed that from just this angle. Yeah. So I got fat. Really, I got really fat. I've trimmed down though. Right now, I have trimmed down. So hopefully you'll get Jack Jingo again, right? But I really need to get my health checked because I'm a dad and I want to live longer for my son. And that's another like motivation because like I said back then, my motivation was because I wanted to go out with like better looking women, like the higher quality of maybe standard, maybe that's sexist to say, but that's what I thought when I was young. But now since I'm like almost married, okay, and I have a son, I'm very loyal to my partner. So I kind of lost that motivation now because I mean, why would I want to do that, right? Well, I don't want to womanize anymore. So now my motivation it's kind of changed to just being healthy for my son. I want to be there when I become a grandpa. Can't wait for that, huh? I just keep some fats to reserve some energy. It benefits me during a long day. Maybe yeah. Energy is extra energy. Fat is extra energy stored in your like cells or something, right? So yeah, you do need fat, but being too fat is also not good. Okay, I myself I'm too fat. I want to buy it too, but heard it had some issues. Would you recommend it? I've never had an issue with it, if that's what you're saying. I would recommend it. Yeah, it's really good, very reliable. I really don't. I have had this for 2 years, almost 2 years now, and I've never had a single issue with it. I did have prior to this. I had a canvas. I think it was a 13-inch or was it a 16-inch? It was a way smaller tablet, and that had some issues. Okay, it was an older version too, so maybe that's the case. I don't know. Maybe it's a case-to-case basis. I think that's the case with every product, right? Every product has some issues. Technology isn't perfect yet, unless you're buying Wacom, I think. Hello, Sonic. Welcome to the stream. Do you like the new camera and the new lighting? I bought this just very recently, just for this. I got it ready for the stream on the weekend, so I get set up my stuff. I even had a new crane. Let me just there it is. So now you can see I got 2 cameras set up now. This one's my phone camera, right? Very nice. because my other webcam is pretty bad. So now you can see me do this stuff, and you can see my ugly mug. Yeah, just for if it's intimate, I want to talk to you guys sometimes, and maybe let's just go with that when we're drawing. So let's just start. Okay, I'm just drawing more manga pages, and I only wanted to do 2 pages this week because I wanted to do like some world building stuff tomorrow, and tomorrow will be a very light stream, and I want to stream as much today and finish this within the week. Because I want to focus more on content creation. I think I mentioned that last week for anybody of you who weren't there. Yeah, I want to focus more on content creation, so I want to give myself time to do that too. So tomorrow we're gonna do some world building stuff. We're gonna be drawing landscapes for the places I've drawn in my map, and yeah, I want to tell stories about it. Really cool history about the world that we're building, that I've also written. Yeah, so I'm excited for that actually more than anything. I'm also very excited to drop into this week's page. Oh, I forgot to say I did promise 2 pages, but I end up making 3 instead. The reason why is because I think this week's pages are so simple. Well, they're simple and complex the same way. Simple because they don't require too much background, but complex because they're all action pages now. We're into the action part. So let me just show you. Maybe this isn't the best. Oh, okay. Sorry. How about that? Mic isn't working? Damn. Okay. I said a lot of things, and let me just try to address that all over again. Okay. Damn it. Uh, I see. I see. So I wanted to take 2019, but I heard the parallax was noticeable, and the tablet was a bit outdated, more expensive than Canvas 22. Yeah. You know what? Just I wouldn't recommend a Cintiq if you are just like a hobby artist. Like me, or maybe a semi-professional artist. I'm also a semi-professional artist. I do this full time. But if you're not one of those people who works in Blizzard or Disney, I wouldn't recommend a Cintiq because Cintiq is a investment. Dude, look at this hair. Man, I gotta cut my hair. A Cintiq is an investment, and unless you're doing something that pays for it, I wouldn't recommend it. Right? Get one of these. Get one of the Canvas or an XP pen. These Chinese bands, they're really really nice. They're already very versatile and robust. I've never had a problem with this tablet at all. I've had it for 2 years. Um, yeah. So have you created any ideas in your spare time? Yeah, I created the Wakan tribe. I've already written A lot of it, I haven't finished it, but I've already solidified the concept for the Wakan tribe. We won't even be visiting that until, let's say, volume 3 or volume 2 at all, right? Most of the first, let's say, 4 or 5 volumes will be inside the barrier of the story, and then I want to make that moment when we go outside a very special moment. So I'm really holding myself back. Can you all still hear me? Okay. I'm holding myself back to uh like not to explore that part yet. Although I've written a lot of the worlds outside the borders already. Um I'm redrawing some of the manga pages right now. Jingo, nice, nice. Yeah, I think you're yet to show us. Maybe you can send me on the. Have you sent me the? Because I got a lot of submissions for manga pages, and everything is kind of jumbled up in my brain right now. Did you create other languages? Not yet, but that could be really cool. Maybe that's not right now. That's not in my top 10 concerns. The languages. But when I was a kid, I actually learned how to write Sindarin from Lord of the Rings. I can probably, I don't remember. I remember some of the letters, right? Let me try to um let me try to write something down for you. Can you give me a sec, guys? I need to set up my camera. Because my main drawing thing is not working. Why is it not working? Wait. Give me like 2 seconds. Duplicate that. Okay. I need to get rid of this. And that. Okay. There you go. All right. So I think I'm still able to write it. A little bit of it. I think this was an S. What was it again? This was an A. I think that was an A. I've already forgot. I think this was a. I think that was an H, or was it a P? Yeah, but I used to be able to write this stuff, right? And then M and the N was very similar, just that. But it was like written in a very. And then this was a. Yeah, some of the letters are very similar. There's one with like that, and then there was a like a lambda symbol, something like that. Yeah, and then there was the vowels. I think I still remember the vowels. I think this was an A, I, this was a U, A. I forgot I think this was an E, and then so the vowels would say, let's say if you got ME, it would translate to something like this, ME. So yeah, I don't remember for most of the, but I was really inspired to once I learned that, right, I was inspired to write my own language. And when I was a kid, I used to do that a lot. So maybe I could just go back to that, right? Go back to my roots, and it would be something special to connected to myself. Yeah, I'm a beginner. Started drawing a few days ago. After 3 years break, just drew last poses last time I touched my tablet, and now decided to take it from serious. But if you just 3 days ago, a few days ago, 3 year break. Okay. Well, I guess I would just start simple. Like maybe you could draw with a with a sketch pad, right? Yeah. Did you incorporate ideas or for food based on different regions? Well, I haven't got into that yet. Okay, that's not really my priority right now. I guess those are really nuanced, detailed. That I could probably do that once I actually craft the overall world, right? The history of the world. I'm more concerned about the history of the world, the locations, the geographical locations, the rivers. The thing. Those are my priorities right now. Um, I have also written some of the herbs and the trees, the type of unique trees that grows within this world, right? So maybe that's what you're referring to. It's analog, so I don't have to hit my PC yet. Okay, all right. Take a picture of it. Hi there. Hi, half piece. What's up, man? Here know how to speak Sindarin. I don't know how to speak it, but when I was a kid, I used to be able to write it. Yes, started the alphabet as well as creating how it's incorporated. Food is in this case would refer to fish. Okay, yeah. Well, we'll get to that. You guys just relax. Getting ahead of ourselves. I know it's really exciting. I'm really excited to get into those things too, man. Don't get me wrong. Um, but right now, I just want to solidify the um, I want to solidify the overall like general shape of the world, right? Yeah. All right, let's start drawing. Actually, I'm yapping too much. Okay, I can't get multi-chat to work. But it's okay, man. Let's start chat with me, and I can talk and draw at the same time. I'm really excited to get into world building. Actually, maybe I won't finish the third page deliberately, so I can just get into that with you guys tomorrow. So she's caught up in this panel. I don't really work in sequence with these panels because I just don't like working like that. You know, my brain is all over the place. I guess that's with every artist, right? I don't know if you guys are like that too. You know, you're drawing with you're drawing the hand, and then like 1/3 of the way you're now drawing something else. That's me. You know, I should probably, because this is a oh man, I did it again, didn't I? I merged all this layer. Okay, never mind. It's fine. This is gonna be a mess. So the problem is I merged all the layers, so I wanted to have less opacity, so I can treat it as a sketch. But the problem is, when I do that, so does the panels. See? And I don't want that. I want the panels to be just normal. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that again, because I don't have to keep erasing. That takes a long time, you know, when you're just cleaning up the sketch without tracing it like this. It takes a long time. And I guess that was my problem last week. It took a long time to draw those pages, longer than it needed to be. But yeah, Motion Zera, I'd really sorry about that. It's really hard to pronounce the name. If you're just starting out again, I really don't recommend a Cintiq. Okay, don't go all the way. If you're just trying to pick up art again after 3 years, start simple. I would even say just start with like a pen and paper. I actually bought a new sketchpad, my first ever sketchpad in, gosh, I don't know how long. Hey, maybe decades now. Yeah, it's probably been a decade, almost a decade, since I actually drew traditionally. No, well, maybe. Man, I don't remember. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit. She looks like a demon here, right? She looks like a freaking a person with big horns, but that's her ears. I'm only drawing it like this because she's supposed to have a funny expression. Her eyes are too low. I need it to be close to her bangs. 11 views. Wow, I've never gotten that much before. Thank you everyone for viewing in. Welcome to the channel. Okay, let's see how that goes. That's not bad. I like that. See? A lot cleaner and a lot faster. I drew that face in no time. Turn that black. Is the music really corny? Just some tavern music. I kind of want to. Oh no, it's near Automata. Right, it's near Automata. Let's change the music, yeah? Okay, there you go. Much more relaxing vibe. I love this song. Whenever I'm not streaming and I'm just working, I have this in on loop. Yeah, there's another trick that I learned from the author of Bleach, because when he draws, when he was designing the characters for his manga, he added like music preferences, not because it was the preference of the character that he was writing, but he wanted to incorporate music to set the vibe of the character he was designing. I don't remember what music he chose, but for example, um, he chose a really calming, really cutesy music for, let's say, Rukia, just to set the personality. Not necessarily, the music isn't necessarily related to the character, but it's more of the vibe that the character gives, and he does that through a music note. You know, I'm not a and wow, geez, I can't speak. A note he puts on the background where, oh, this is pretty much her vibe, right? Okay, so I get it. Maybe we'll do something like that too. I'm almost by the way, I've just watched Full Metal Alchemist. I'm almost finished with it. I'm like episode 45 or something. Really good anime. It's actually the kind of vibe I'm trying to capture here, you know? Because Full Metal Alchemist, it's pretty funny. There's some funny moments in it, but also at the same time, well, let's say it's not funny. It's like goofy, unserious moments. But at the same time, it's a really dark, foreboding, very unforgiving uh story, right? It's so cool. That's kind of what I want to achieve here. This dark fantasy, but also there are some moments where it's unserious. That's very cute. Okay, let's give her some small eyebrow. Yeah, because her eyebrow would go inside her hair, right? So you won't see all of it. Her hoodie. I'm spending too much time with this really simple drawing, right? I want to give it the same amount of love that I give all my drawings. Maybe. Okay. Just taking it slow this week. I don't want to rush things. I'm probably a really shitty mangaka, if you can even call me a mangaka, because I draw really slowly. You're not supposed to do that, right? But these guys, right, in the industry, they draw really fast. And well, to be fair, they have assistants, but still, some of them don't. And if you could, they finish like 20 of these every week. I can probably finish maybe 10 to 15 at most, and I'm already exhausted at that point. If I don't have work and I just do this full time, I can probably finish a chapter in 1 week. But 20 pages, I don't know. I would need assistance for that, like background. Oh, you know what? That makes sense. I could probably do 20. Yeah. Because the background takes a long time. That's the one. I could probably do 20. I'm at page 6, maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. That's so fast, man. I mean, you'll see me draw these 3 pages in like 10 hours. How long have you been drawing, though, Sonic? Wow, I'm on 16 views now, man. Well, thank you everybody again. I can't believe this. Because I was just streaming a few months ago with 0 viewers, talking to myself. And now I got 16 viewers, man. Dude, I'm so cool. Lev1 Ard. Levy Yard? Is that how you pronounce it? Yo, man, what's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, man, thanks. I'm really ecstatic about that. Okay, 16 views. Dude. Well, before I used to get at least well, no, I remember I had a really good night back in the day. Okay, because I stopped streaming for a while. And I had one good night where I had 100 plus viewers, and then that never happened again. Chill, bro. Hey. Well, I got 4 concurrent viewers right now, but I'm looking at 16 views. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Hmm. I finished like 18 pages yesterday, and today I'm still working on 5. Dude, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. Yeah, but how long have you been doing that? How long have you been doing art? I want to know. Because in I think in manga, when you're working in a have you done any chapters yet? No, not yet. This is only my what is this? This is 3 pages. This is 18, 19, and 20 page. Um, which should be almost a little bit more halfway. A little bit more than halfway. Wait, you see? Okay. Sorry, my son was I thought I was awake. So she's tied up again. The previous page, he got caught up and she fell down because she's being chased. She wanted to be chased, but not by these people. Okay. Um, these are the wrong people to. She wanted her to be chasing her. Art since 5 years old and manga art like 2025 September. Nice. Yeah, they've been drawing probably longer than I have. Well, it depends on how old you are, I guess, right? um, but yeah, long time then, huh? Well, I'm much the same. I've been drawing since I could lift a pen. Sounds good, bro. Your panel reminds me of Boruto's manga. Boruto? Ah, really? I was hoping for more like Witch Hat Atelier. Well, I guess you haven't seen some of my other pages, but I haven't read Boruto at all. I've read a little bit of Naruto. Well, actually, I've read all of Naruto's manga when I was a kid. I don't remember much about the paneling because I wasn't even thinking about that yet when back in the day. I tried it, man. Sorry, I tried it. I really did. I gave it more chances than it deserved, but it was just not for us. Because I watched anime with my wife. It was not for us. But it's for me, it's how they treated the legacy character. And honestly, if I was, for me, I don't really care about anybody else except for Naruto and the original crew. They did the same thing for me for with Inuyasha. I love Inuyasha, and then the sequel for Inuyasha, Yashahime, they just totally get rid of my favorite character. So I didn't like that too. At least Boruto has Naruto in the background, But Yashahime, Inuyasha was only for like 5 minutes of the entire season. It's I think it's a mistake for authors to do that, to forget who their audience is. Oh, to be fair, Kishimoto wasn't the author of Boruto, right? I think he just picked it up. The anime is ass, but the manga is so well paced compared to it. I believe you. A lot of animes are like that. Yeah, a lot of animes are terribly paced. Like the original Full Metal Alchemist, I didn't enjoy that too. But we watched Brotherhood. So much better, man. So much better. Enjoying it so much. We watched Full Metal Alchemist a few years ago, and again, we didn't like it because of the pacing. And then we're trying it again this year, and we did Brotherhood, and it's so good, really really good. Okay, so that's done. We will just incorporate some like this. Like the rope also goes into her sleeve, and it ties off there. Okay, this one here. Most is like the 1 out of 10. I hate it, but manga is kind of good. True. Again, a lot of animes are like that. I hate it when you do that. I've heard the same thing about Yashahime. It's probably true too about Yashahime. But yeah, I don't like it. I don't like the anime for Boruto or Yashahime. I did finish Yashahime though. Because I was so freaking boring, and I was like, oh, let's just get this over with. I'm almost done with it anyway. I just wanted to see Inuyasha again, catch up with an old friend. That's true. I loved it last week. Yeah. So good. Full Metal Alchemist. Okay, there you go. By the way, guys, right, where I just use a reference to get an idea of the overall shape of the page, but I don't really copy it one to one. In fact, sometimes I shamefully just trace something, if it's really difficult angle. But again, when you trace, make sure to make that transparent. But yeah, there is a proper way to trace. Okay. The problem with tracing, I think I've said this before, but just for Leviard here, the problem with tracing is that it's dishonest, and people would not have a problem with it if you were transparent with that you're tracing, because most people will just claim, oh, this is my art, right? But and that's the problem, is that you're being dishonest. You're trying to fool people, make a fool out of people, right? So yeah. What did you reference for paneling? What did you reference for paneling? So this, I'll show you the artist. Okay. well, not I didn't reference all of it, but for the foreshortened shots, let me see. This shot, I'll show you the reference, okay, and how much I took from the reference and how much I changed from the reference. Let me see if I can find the artist. I keep forgetting his name. Um, let's see if I can still find it. Give me a sec. Dude, just give me 2 minutes, 2 seconds, guys. Hold on. I should be able. He should be very easy to find. Why don't I have it saved? Ah, all right. I can't find the actual reference anymore. But this artist is very popular, and you're gonna have to forgive me because I keep forgetting his name. I will reference him later on. I have him on Instagram, but I can't find him at the moment. I keep forgetting his name. So he does a lot of foreshortening, and I need a lot of help with foreshortening. So it's the Sasuke variation of this same painting. Because this is I think this is supposed to be a double spread. I forgot, but anyway, this artist. I'll reference you this artist once I find him. Probably not today, probably tomorrow. But yeah, uh, yeah. Hopefully that's clear. So I reference a lot of foreshortened shots, from that artist. But yeah, I just changed a lot of things. I just want to capture the angle that I like, and then I just kind of tweak the pose quite a lot. Okay, because I need help. I need help with the angles. I'm not really good at foreshortening. I'm trying to make my own manga, but paneling kills its vibe. I would just learn paneling then. I don't think it's really kills the product. The way I learn stuff is just to get into it, right? Draw. The more you learn and draw at the same time. Okay, that's how you do it. I'm trying to make my own. Okay, I read that again. Sorry, I'm analog, so paneling is kind of hard because I have to use. Yeah. That's that. I kind of guess that because you don't really get anything from the any benefit from digital. So, but that's really cool. Don't discount yourself from doing that. That's doing traditional art the traditional way is pretty admirable. Keep doing it. You're good, bro. Take your time. Yeah. So yeah, that's how you use a reference, and maybe I'll make a video about that very soon. Because I see a lot of artists being dishonest. If you guys know who Cat and Chat is, I watch a lot of her video, and just to pass the time. And yeah, I would like all of you not to be ending up in a Cat and Chat video, right? So Cat and Chat, if you guys don't know, is a big. She's a big YouTuber, and I think her primary content, although or use AI, um, things like that, and then just claim it for themselves. Just not good. Not good at all. And what I realize is that the only reason why these artists, the dishonest artists are getting hate is because of their dishonesty. It's not because they traced. It's not um because they copied somebody else. It's because they're being dishonest. People will not have a problem with you if you're just honest with your tracing or um of your reference, right? If you trace the reference, that's fine. Just be transparent about it. Don't be like, oh, I'm so good that I drew this from scratch, but you use the reference. So yeah. Your mic was half muted. The sentence. Oh, really? Damn, this microphone. You know what? It's my computer. Yeah, it's definitely my computer because I found a problem in my computer that my USB keeps disconnecting. I don't know which ones are good. I might need to fix that. Do I sound good though? Is that good? Are we good now? Agreed. Yeah, yeah. It's I'll make a video on how to properly do that, okay? So you guys won't end up on a Cat and Chat video. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, thanks. Um, Dude, I bought a lot of stuff just for the stream and just for the channel. I'm learning cinematography. I got like a really nice video coming up. That's not traditionally shot the way I edit stuff, and I'm about 10% the way of editing that because I just finished my last video, so I'm just starting this out. So I'm really excited to show that to you maybe in a few weeks. Yeah. So cinematography, I think it's my hope for the new technique is to two things. One is to bring new subscribers into the channel, of course. That's the goal of every YouTuber. And also learn a new skill. Color grading. So when you don't know how to do stuff, it's so simple. Just learn. Just learn it. Just learn the thing you want to learn, okay? I'm mad. No. It's because I get a lot of not just here, okay? And I'm not trying to poke fun with of anybody in chat, but in real life too. I have a lot of friends who, for example, wants to do art or wants to do something else in their life, but they give a lot of excuses. Oh, I don't know how to do this. I'm not really good at that. Even though, let's say, in my country, virtual assistant is like it pays really good, and a lot of people want to get into it, but sometimes I get these people who just can't really learn a new thing. I can't really do this, man. That's so hard. I don't know how to speak English. And my advice is always, freaking learn. Do whatever it takes to improve your situation. You don't have any excuses. Because I'll tell you a story, okay? Oh, wait, let me just read. I want to start doing YouTube videos as well as it sounds fun. Yeah, dude, just do it, man. I encourage every artist out there, not just artists, but everyone to start content creation. I just started a few months ago, and the channel is like around 800 something, almost 900 subscribers. That's not really much, to be honest with you, when it comes to the bigger picture of YouTube. But man, I'm so happy with that number. I could have never imagined myself reaching that, not reaching that reaching that many people that wants to watch me, you know. But yeah, let me tell you guys a story, okay? Because my origin story. But I used to be homeless, you know, in the Philippines, and being homeless in the Philippines is not the same as being homeless in, let's say, America or something like that, right? It's rough, dude. It's rough. There used to be weeks where I wouldn't eat at all, and I, but I knew how to like prepare myself. I knew how to I don't know what's the equivalent of the English word for it, but discarte is the word in Tagalog. It's kind of like, okay, I know what it is. It's street smart. Okay, I was really street smart. I know where to get free food, how to let's just say scam. I didn't scam people, okay? I scam companies. All right, this is how my scam used to work, okay? Back in the day, I don't know if they still do this now, but in call centers, they hire a lot of agents almost every day because they had a lot of a drop off count, right? A lot of people get quit every day in call center. So they had incentives there where if you drop 10 names on this like this paper pad thing they have, they'll give you a food voucher. So I was like, okay, it's time to like freaking get a lot of food vouchers. So what I do is just like write random names, write random numbers, and I would get like 10 vouchers, right? And I would just like ration that for within the week, right? Get like one meal a day, maybe one meal every other day. I'll just ration it. And I get like 10. And when that's ran out, I go to that again, right? At this point, they've already forgotten me because it's been like maybe 2 or 3 weeks since I actually wrote those numbers. So they've already forgotten me. Once that gimmick ended, I also found out that I could scam real estate agents. To be rich, right? And I wasn't homeless, like I wasn't dirty, right? I was just not at home, but I could get my laundry done. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna dress nicely. I'm gonna ask a friend to lend me his suit and maybe a shirt, maybe, and then we're gonna go inside these real estate booths. They have booths here, and then they would give us free meals, like donuts. Sir, just wait here, sir. I'm gonna get my sheet here. In the meantime, please eat this donut. You know, there's some food here. It's free. Don't worry about it. It's like, oh shit, I could just eat here. And I wasn't homeless alone. I had a friend with me that we were homeless together. So she kind of was my partner in crime. So I kind of knew how to get around, and I wasn't stealing anything, right? Maybe it was scamming a little bit, you know. But I wasn't scamming civilians or people. These were corporations, man. That's how you break the system, buddy. So yeah, I was homeless for maybe 8 months, 2 years. But anyway, the story that was a distraction. The story goes that there came a time when I was so sick of being hungry, and I turned to my friend. I was watching TV, and the commercial was I was watching TV on a 7-Eleven, okay? Because I used to sleep in a 7-Eleven, inside the 7-Eleven. So we would take turns. Me and my friend, she would sleep, and I would just pretend like, you know, I'm like hanging out, and then okay, your turn to sleep now, and I would sleep, and she would pretend how I was hanging out. So there was a time, and we were in 7-Eleven. There was a TV there, and it was in English, and I don't remember exactly what the commercial was, It's a shame, actually. Now that I think about it, it would have been really nice to tell that story, but it kind of motivated me. I was like, I'm so sick of being hungry. I'm so sick of being homeless, of being wet because it rained. I already knew. I knew I was a good talker, so I got a job at a call center, and in the Philippines, a call center job pays almost double the minimum wage back in the day. I don't know how much it is now. So I easily got in because I could speak English really well, and yeah, I got me and my friend out of that situation. After maybe a year and a half. Um, so the moral of the story is just do whatever it takes to achieve your goals. You know, whatever it takes, as long as you're not hurting people, do whatever it takes to learn something. Right now, I'm doing whatever it takes to provide for my family. You know, so yeah, that got a bit sappy, right? That got a bit maybe a little bit emotional. Happy that you made it out, bro. Very inspired. Yeah, dude. There's if I could make it out being homeless in the Philippines, I don't think anybody has an excuse to do that. To like improve their situation, right? Because for the longest time I would make excuses. Oh, I'm not really good at call center. I'm not really good at this. Um, but you just have to do whatever it takes. That's pretty much it. Just do whatever it takes. As long as you're not hurting people, you're fine. If you don't know a skill, learn whatever it takes. Okay, remember that, guys. Drawing the mummy of my mangas. I've written a character that's also a mummy type character. Um, I forgot her name. I haven't touched the document for a while. But in this world, there are this group called the High Guard, the personal guard of the Empress here, and they're considered the most powerful beings in the entire region, the entire country, because they are empowered by the Empress herself. So the High Guard, they kind of act like the captains of like in Bleach. They're really there's seven of them, and one of them is a mommy. You know what? You guys know what I mean. Thanks, man. Really glad. Yeah. Well, that moment, that entire 2 year course of me being homeless, that really um matured me as well. It was probably the best thing that happened to me was being homeless. Because this happened in my early 20s, by the way, and that really made me grow up. Back then, I was a kid. I was just a kid. I can't believe I thought the things that I thought. You know, that I did the things that I did. They were all childish. But yeah, I also went to here are a couple of things I did. Okay, just to improve my situation. I also, through a cousin of mine, uncle of mine, um, got a license to sell insurance. And so that I did that too. I also did real estate for a while. I didn't sell anything. I was a bad salesman in real estate. But I did that. Yeah, I was on those malls, handing out flyers. Oh, sir, buy this, sir. This is really good investment. So right now my motivation is I don't ever want to feel that feeling of being helpless and homeless ever again. Okay, so I took control over my life. So Kid Jingo, he died the moment I was homeless, and it's probably the best thing that ever happened to me, man. I think the hands look good. It looks good. He has a glove thing, so this is gonna be black. Not working. So whenever you're trying to learn something and you're like, oh, just being lazy, maybe you're not motivated enough. It's not important enough for you to learn something. I say this because I had a friend. I had a friend who died recently. He was so much older than me. He's like 20 years older than me. But he was also homeless like me. I kind of met him while being homeless. And she had a daughter. And this daughter of hers also found some riches through a career. Um, give me a sec, guys. I'll hold on to that story. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back, man. Sorry, my son kind of woke up. It's really early. He's waking up a bit early now. Where was I? Oh yeah, I had a friend. I had a friend who died recently. Let me just tell the story again from the start. I had a friend who died recently. She had a daughter. He was homeless, and he had a daughter that found success in her career, and she was starting to earn like serious money. Um, and her daughter, who's actually a really good friend of mine. Again, we were both homeless back in the day. Her daughter wanted her to wanted him to have to relive the good days where it was just her and her daughter without her daughter having a career, and she would make excuses not to do things. That story kind of just remind me of that. And yeah, I'm really sad that he's gone now. He was a good man. Flawed, but a good man. We're all flawed, I guess, right? At the end of the day. Like this rope here. Ropes too. I should probably draw the hands first. RP, yeah. Very religious man too. He got he got really obnoxious sometimes, to be honest with you. Very religious. I didn't mind it. We all loved him. But I remember her daughter bought him a house to live in instead of putting him in a retirement home. He bought him a house. It's kind of like those that saying, can't teach the man out of the city. Can't take the man out of the homeless gutter. Excuse me. Yes. Open. Sorry, guys. My son is here. For one moment. You mean close? Close? Broken baby? Ah, wait. I know. Sigiwa. It's broken.
Papa. Mm-mm.
Broken baby.
Papa.
Ah, you want to use it as a bag? Give me a sorry. I'm very sorry. Wait. Okay. Oy, oy, broken. Look, Sira. Don't do that, Marcos.
Okay.
Wait a bit, okay? Sorry, I'm just fixing my son's toy. Are you awake, baby? You're too early. Too early to be awake. Go back to sleep. No? No more na sleep?
Are you see?
Okay, wait. It's broken, baby. Right here. Guys, I'm really sorry, guys. I have to take care of this first, okay? I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Switch the thing. Hey, there you go. Yay. This is so hard to talk. Marcos, come here. Come here, baby. You go to school now, okay? Here. Come, ano, CR ka? Come on, camera. Come here na. Ay, nako. Let's go, let's go. Hurry up. What are you doing? Masaogi, go. Doon ka na. Nerd. The MC in my manga is falling, actually in love with, right now. You know who? Your son has a cute voice. Thanks. You fall in love with your OC. You know what? I'm kind of the same. I'm kind of the same. You have to. That's actually one of the things you have to do is you have to fall in love with your characters, right? So, because if you're not even if you yourself are not in love with your characters, then you don't expect your audience to like be engaged with them. And so that's why when good characters are written that way, because they when they die, you also kind of feel lost, like this person, they died. So yeah, you have to, that I got the advice from Hirohiko Araki, the author for sorry, I was about to say Jujutsu Kaisen, the author for JoJo. He says that when he writes a character, he writes it for so long sometimes that he falls in love with the character. And so then when they die, it's really hard for him to take, he also cries. My son's kind of mad at me because I'm using my tripod right now, and he plays with my tripod. He thinks it's his toy. Alaki the Goat, yeah. I haven't read a single JoJo manga. but I've read some of his written books. From Hirohiro, geez, Araki Sensei. Because if you didn't know, he writes books other than manga. You know. Let me just grab one. Hold on. So this is the book that inspired me. Let me change the camera. This is the book that inspired me to write this story. It's called Manga in Practice and in Theory. And it's written by, right there, Araki Sensei, right? So yeah, this is how I know who he is. Not through JoJo. I mean, I already know JoJo, but I didn't know who the author was. But I read this book, inspired me to write my own story. And yeah, now I kind of owe him, right? I kind of owe him. That you should make up some time for JoJo. I probably should. Yeah. I'm currently reading Witch Hat Atelier. It's in the background right now. Well, we can't see it, but I have a bookshelf in my back behind me. But after that, I may get into JoJo, or I'm trying to find the deluxe edition for both Berserk and Vagabond. Berserk, I've already read a little bit, a good amount of it. But Vagabond, I have no clue what the story about that is. I know it's about Miyamoto Musashi, but I don't know who, like, why, and the story, you know. One of my favorites. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that. Chuck Art, what's up? Hey man, what's up? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Just chilling. People are doing arting, chilling.
Papa, working your course.
Oh yeah, I'm working, baby.
Working, Papa. Working your course.
Yes. My son, if you've heard my son, he talks in third person. Working Marcus. He talks in third. It's really cute and it's funny. Where's your son? He's all over the place, man. He's really unpredictable. Right now, he's in the room. He just sometimes randomly runs all over the place. But yeah, kids be like that, man. Kids be like that. This kid just woke up, by the way. Now he's really energetic. Okay, there you go. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. These things still need some hatching lines. I wanted to give that comic book manga look where it's a bit dirty. Hmm. Okay. We're gonna draw her eyes. Just leave it empty for now. What do you do for a living currently, if you don't mind me asking? Of course, nah, I don't mind at all. I am a full-time artist. I do this full-time. So what I do is I look for authors who wants to turn their stories into manga form. I'm currently working with how many? 1, 2, 3 authors at the moment. And I can only do, how many pages am I doing? 5 pages a week from them. plus 3 of my own. Yeah, so one author, I'm doing 3 pages, which is Soul Arm. I think it's already published in Tapas. But I'm not the only artist there. Okay, right now I am the only artist for that project, but I used to hire a background artist. And then the second one is Namara. That's right. That's the one. I have another client. I can only do 1 page a week for that. And a very new client is, I don't even know the title. It's a 10-page one shot. But yeah, I also do one per week with that. I have a few returning clients for advertising. Maybe like they want to do posters for their OCs. For another manga that I didn't write or draw, but they hire me to post artwork, I guess. You're living my dream, dude. Yeah. Art is, at least for me, if you're living in a third world country, which I am, we're living in a third world country, and you're doing art, and you're getting paid internationally, dude, it's so good. The pay is so good. I would encourage. I'm only saying that because I want to encourage everybody to do art. Okay. Hopefully, I don't sound like I'm bragging, but I would encourage everybody to take up art as a career. I know it might be scary because AI is not around the corner. I've been telling myself that for a very long time, that maybe this is the last year. Maybe 2026, or maybe like last year, like 2025 was the last year I will be doing, or maybe this is the last year I'm doing art because AI is going to take over my job. But it never does. I'm still getting clients. I'm getting new clients. I'm getting long-term recurring clients that were from 2022. So AI isn't really affecting me right now. But then again, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's probably because I draw good. Okay. Now that sounds very arrogant, but when you draw good, you get your like opportunities open for you. So if you're just learning art, I don't know how old you are, but if you're learning art, I would encourage you to get as good as you can, and maybe you can have this as a career one day. And I would be there cheering you up, man. I would even shout you out, oh, dude, we'll be talking on stream, and then one day you're just gonna tell me that, dude, you remember when we were just talking about art being my dream career? I'm so inspired, man. I'm about to cry. I thought there is no way to make money out of art, of manga. Well, if you do your own thing, like what I'm doing, there's very, very little money in writing your own manga and publishing it at first. Okay, it's gonna take you a very long time. You have to master a couple of other things too. But my advice for you is just to take it slow. Learn one thing at a time, because you're gonna overload yourself. You're gonna be demotivated to learn this entire framework. So just do one thing at a time. Get good at art first. Focus on that. Don't think about anything else. Okay, just get good at art, and then once you're quote unquote good at art, whatever that means, that'll be up to you. Then move on to something else. I can't tell you what that something else may be. That's gonna be up to you. Okay, but focus on one thing first. Most people quit because they get overwhelmed. Certainly, I did. Okay. So yeah, they get overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things they have to learn. So just do one thing at a time. Yes, dude, just pick this up, man. I encourage anybody to pick up art as a career. Am I recording? I'm not recording. Damn, did all that? All right, never. Not too late. Dude, that would be amazing. Give yourself a goal. Just draw one thing a day. Okay, just do that, but don't just draw. Draw and learn at the same time. The video I'm making for my YouTube channel soon is going to be about a roadmap on how to become a better artist in 2026. That's going to be very late within the year before I release that. But yeah, because I'm doing a lot of editing and I just do all of that myself. It's really hard. Should she be getting punched here? I totally forgot the context of this. Okay, this is the next page. Oh yeah. She drops kick this guy. Let's just do this. But if you live in a Western country where the economy is really expensive, I wouldn't recommend this. If my salary was placed in the US, I would be a minimum wage worker. But in the Philippines, taking advantage of that third world economy, it's so good. It's good. It's good. I could imagine it'd be the same thing if you're from, let's say, Malaysia or Indonesia, because I think we pretty much share a very similar economy, right, in culture. I don't know. I can't really say. I'm just guessing. Yeah, I'm so happy. I mentioned I'm from Morocco, by the way. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know what the economy is in Morocco, but if it's anything like the Philippines, yeah, I would recommend you pick up art. But I lived in China for studying. Yeah, there you go. Zhongguan Renma. I can speak a little bit Chinese. Just a little bit. I had a Chinese ex-girlfriend. Was with her for 5 years, and you learn some stuff from her Chinese friends and hang out with Chinese people all the time. I think you're like fourth, I think. The fourth? Sorry. I've been getting Filipino streamers out nowhere. And fourth, really? I didn't know there were so many Filipino streamers doing art. There are probably a lot of Filipino streamers in general, right? I could imagine that. How am I gonna make this fist visible? And this cape visible? It's gonna have to be for shorts and like this. Yeah. But I don't want the cape to be obstructing our main character here. But it's going to have to, right? Something like that. Okay, let's just do that. I may... yeah, I'm gonna have to redraw this. Because... I need to lower that. Little nice Chinese. Yeah. I can't speak it anymore, okay? But before, when I was in high school, I used to be able to, well, maybe not really converse in Chinese, but I could pick up some words, you know. I went to school in Australia, and that was a melting pot of cultures. I was hanging out with like Burmese, Indonesians. You know, we have this thing with the Filipinos have a really nice kinship with the Indonesians back then. We used to call ourselves the Indophile team. Indophile, it's a cool name. And because we're neighbors, right? And we share a lot of cultures, all the culture, even the language. And so yeah, we got Chinese too. A lot of Chinese, lots and lots of Chinese students in my school. And you kind of pick up a few words here and there because it's your friends, you know. How do you say this in your language? You ask people. So yeah, you pick up some things. I'm hoping for the best that this sketch looks good. Hey, it looks good. Curve that here. That looks clean. All right, let's do the fist. So bicep here. This side is the tricep side, which should be like a triangle, like that, right? Like an arrow. How does the tricep look? Oh man. And elbow should be here. Really, let's just make it small. You know what? This is for shortened, so I'm gonna make this part smaller, a little bit smaller. And then we're gonna exaggerate the fist here, right? Like a really big, larger than life kind of fist. Can I add you in Instagram or Twitter? Yeah, I have Instagram. Let's. I'm just gonna type it in chat, okay? That's my Instagram, and I think this is my Twitter. Let me double check. I don't remember my Twitter. I made this a long time ago, and I didn't bother making the making an appropriate account name, like a username. Mike Art Stuff 99. Okay, that's pretty unprofessional. Who cares? All right, that's my Twitter. I don't have much followers, you know. I've been at this, but I haven't really been posting in social media until very recently. So yeah, if you like and follow, I would really appreciate that. Okay, that's more appropriate for that. So that's the bicep, and then the tricep would go this way. Okay, that's more appropriate. I don't want to worry about that for now. I'll save that for the render. So the fist, man, I'm gonna need a. Go the fist. For the rest of the chapter, my MC is gonna be simping. Yay! You know, those kind of stories really can get you a lot of traction. They are really appropriate for social media, I think. Well, inappropriate, but appropriate for social media. I just follow you both. Thanks, man. I'm not really active on either one of them anymore, so maybe you can just use that. Sometimes I post. I'm more active on TikTok and YouTube now, since I'm focusing on content creation. That's a really terrible fist. I may need to sketch that out. So no, I can't put it in my head how this is gonna work. Maybe just a straightforward fist. That actually works. I like that. Okay. Okay, I may need a reference for this. I hope you can check my progress with time and knows how maybe we can work. You know what we should do? You should join our Discord. Because I talk to my community a lot there. And you can post like you can post your stuff there, and I'll give you feedback when I see it. There's a link to my Discord. Just join it. Yes, Marcos?
Papa,
It's a tripod, Marcos. Look at camera. Look, go say hi.
I know.
Okay, it's okay. Papa using it, okay? Yes. Yeah, so join my Discord, man. Lev one ard. Yeah, join my Discord and post there. So I can give you real time feedback. I'm active on there whenever I'm online. Okay, I really need reference for this fist. Hey, this angle is throwing me out. All right. You know what? I'm enjoying this, right? I'm looking at some reference now, and they look like what I'm doing right now already. I'm just gonna continue. What's that, Marcos?
Papa,
Hmm?
did you cute?
It's a tripod, baby.
Thank, thank,
Don't touch it, anak, okay?
thank you. Thank you. Uy, 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 uy.
Uy, 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 uy. What's that?
Thank you.
Livyard. All right. Thanks, man. Thanks. I want to see your son in camera, but his not his face. Maybe later. He's about to leave, buy some food and snacks for everybody with his mom. All right. I kind of like this fist, but it looks too awkward. Maybe do something like this. That's a better fist. Yeah, bigger. All right. I really don't know how to draw this angle of the fist, eh? But I'm just gonna go with it. It looks good to me. I might fix this later. I might seek professional advice. You can actually see my son in some of my shorts. In my New Year shorts, I think you see his back. If you want to do that. And I show him in stream sometimes. I'm not hiding his face. Okay. So this is the bald guy that's going to be chasing them. He is going to deliver the fist. So she is behind here, kind of dropping to her knees because she's tied up again. I'm going to draw her in a separate layer so she is... I can just adjust her later.
No. Yeah.
Again, we don't see her eyes. Kind of ominous. But she's smiling. That's a terrible smile. Maybe like that. Yeah, that looks good. The nose.
Ooh.
Okay, I like that nose.
So, the video.
It's not around anymore. I guess I have to leave, but I gotta go. All right, man. This is an amazing stream. Thanks, buddy. Join our Discord, and we can continue that later on here. I'll stream again tomorrow, but that tomorrow will be a shorter stream, doing some world building stuff. I'll draw her with her hair is messed up. Have a good day, y'all, and I appreciate you, man. Thanks, man. Take care. Have a good day too. The other ear is too big. I played a Dragon Ball game with a popular YouTuber. Oh, who? Which YouTuber? The mobile game? Actually, has around 400 subscriber, but kind of popular when and I'm in lots of his vibes. Ah, nice, nice. Yeah, man, that's good for you. Uh, I can't really say much because I don't really play that game, and I don't know who the YouTuber is, you know. But yeah, 400 subscribers is it's really a lot. That's a lot of subscribers. It's not easy to get subscribers. Let me tell you that. I don't consider myself to be big or popular at all. 400 subscribers at all, not even a little bit. Because the thing is that I back in the day, sorry, not back in the day, a few weeks ago, before the new year, I had a goal to reach 500 subscribers, right? And I had a goal to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. And I remember it was already the 20th. Then I looked at my subscriber count. It was only at Open this. Let me open the juice. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm just my son is here. You'll hear him really loud in the background. He wants me to open his juice. This is the juice. Can you all see? Wait. Yeah, that's the juice right here. Oh, there you go. It's milk. Actually, it's just milk. It's very healthy. Good for him. I'm stuck with cursor and my hands being shaky. Why is your hands being shaken? Why is your cursor stuck, man? They added new character to the game like Super Vegetal, Super Saiyan Jin Bardock, and Super Saiyan Jin 2 Kelpha. Okay. I'm not really a fan of Kelpha. Kind of creepy. Bardock is kind of okay, I guess. But Haney Heron, welcome to the stream, man. What do you mean you can do this? I'm not quite sure. Is something wrong? Your hands being shaky? You're not sick, are you?
Rainbow. Rainbow.
Rainbow?
Rainbow.
Quiet, baby, quiet. The last time they added Broly Super Saiyan 4, I like Broly though. Yeah, it's pretty dope. The last movie, from Dragon Ball where they fight Broly, so cool. It's probably my favorite Dragon Ball movie of all time. Is it? Yeah, it probably is. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of Dragon Ball. It's my favorite movie, anime. I'm pretty biased with it because it's my first anime. Was it my first anime? It probably wasn't my first. It was my first anime that I really fell in love with the genre. I think it makes her look like. I'll stick with. I'll stick with what I had before. Turn this guy off. He's kneeling again. It's a bit foreshortened, so this feet would appear really small. Like that. Maybe I won't even draw the feet. It's really weird. Have that sticking out there. That's fine. I don't need to sketch anymore. I have Z Broly in the game. I don't like Z Broly. I like the new Broly. Although Z Broly is a classic, but his design looks too dated. Oh, you know what? It's okay. His design is okay. I like that kind of design. Something just about it that the new Broly just exceeds him a lot more. Right. So this is the thumb. Okay. Oh yeah, her shoe kind of falls up. She drops her shoe in the last page, so I think it was the left shoe. Left shoe? Yeah, left. So this feet wouldn't have a shoe. Kanina ata 9. Mm. Medyo late nga.
Look. He-
Okay. So her other feet doesn't have a shoe because it fell off in the last page. Excuse me, sorry. Whoa, 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 nope. That belt's not supposed to be black. Okay. This it looks okay. I like this. We'll do some hatching lines here. Brush is too thin. And here too. Ichi Zero, hello man. Welcome to the stream. Or woman. Who knows? Welcome to the stream, but thanks for tuning in. I'm just drawing this page out of my manga. And we're not even near done actually. Might save some of this off stream because it's gonna take me a 10-hour stream to finish this, I think. And I'm not even halfway done. Okay, so that should be being stretched here. Like that. It should be being pulled. His clothing is being pulled. So the fold should come from around this point. Okay. I like that. Let's just focus on the other one. Okay. I'm getting an error. Hopefully my stream is okay. But I got this weird warning from OBS. I don't know what it is. It didn't really say anything, so some code. Looks cool. Also drawing. You're also drawing. Nice. What are you drawing? Something bad, I hope. And by bad, I mean like something inappropriate. I'm just kidding, okay? I'm gonna lose viewers for that attitude. But yeah, what are you drawing, man? I'm drawing 20 more pages today, and I'm done with 2 chapters. Yeah, I know you're really fast, man. You're really fast. I'm trying to make my portfolio for 2D games. Whoa, nice, interesting. 2D games. I don't get that much people doing 2D anymore. Well, I'm doing 2D right now though. But that's very interesting, man. Are you trying to get into the industry? Is that your hope for making a portfolio? Yan pala yung statue.
House. Mama,
It's okay, it's okay. But for new viewers, I have my son in the background. You might hear him like yell. So apologize in advance. Um I tried making portfolio for 2D games. Yeah, too fast. You are too fast.
that's your house.
Okay. Oh yeah, she's tied up. I totally forgot. I think this rope is too thick. She's holding the rope because she's about to break free. About to break free. Okay. Loden8299. Hello, man. You're not gonna see my son. Sorry. I had a thought. I'm just gonna keep that private. Welcome to the stream, Loden. Maybe I want to find some job or something for my. I'm a student. Yeah, dude. I encourage you to get a job in in art. Jeez, it took a lot of me to say. But get a job in art. Yeah, I encourage anyone to do that. Because I currently have an art job, and it's really good. If you're obsessed, if you like art, and you have an art job, dude, that's the dream. And I would encourage everybody to start doing that. Maybe I'll show you my son one day. Maybe. In due time, man. In due time. Okay. All right. This is pretty much done. Oh yeah, the tie here too. I forgot. I really don't like how I drew the other hand. It looks really awkward. But I'll go with it for now. How many ties did I gave that thing? I just want. That's you. Ayan. All right. We are done with this page. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna come back later. All right, man. Uh, yeah. If ever, just hit me up in the Discord server. Okay, so that overlaps with that. I need my sketch back. This is all just cape. So they're wearing a lot of capes. Can I maybe move you? Oh, oops, no, no. Move you here. No, I can't. And also I drew in the wrong. How am I gonna do this? This guy's bald, by the way. Okay, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? I am going to duplicate that layer, maybe. Because I don't want to okay, maybe that's good. I don't wanna create tangents when I'm overlapping like this. The tangent would be like earlier like this. So these two lines would look like the same parallel line, right? So I'm moving it here. What's the name of your manga working on right now? It's a work in progress. The name is work in progress, but I'm right now the name I'm sticking to is Reign of the Thunder God. I think in Japanese that's Reiden no Tachi. Reiden no Tachi. I don't know. My Japanese is really bad right now. But Reign of the Thunder God. I wanted a really strong, catchy name. It's not out yet. I mean, this is just the first 20 pages. I'm drawing page 18, 19, 20 right now at the same time. I'll show you the other page. It's another page, and this is another page. I'm just jumping in and out. No, it's Rain. Yeah, the second one, Rain. Like the rule of the Thunder God. Or I could just name it Thunder God. Or maybe just Rain, just make it look cleaner on the font. So again, it's a work in progress, but something like that, I want it to be something about the Thunder God, because the story is it's somewhat about the last of the Thunder Gods. Gotta be sure, yeah, Reign of the Thunder God, Reign, Reign, yeah. Time for the blacks. This guy is really unclear. Some parts of them, like his cape, is making it really difficult to make him out to be, a guy in a cape. Well, it's actually a cloak. Sorry, not necessarily a cape. Okay, I'm gonna move on to another page. I'll draw this later on, but I've been drawing this for a while. So this is the sequence. Maybe it's a good idea to show you the last 3 pages, so like people who are new can follow along the story. Wait, hold on. I don't want to rehash. Okay, I'm pretty sure Silver complaining, by the way, Silver comment. I just don't want to bore you with the same story again. So this was the previous page. So this is where this fight technically starts, because she kind of disrupts this gathering, right? And she throws a brick and she misses, but hits the wooden platform that this guy is on, and he drops to the ground. Okay, and then next page, he gets out of that ground and he gets hits again. Like he's, oh my god, there's another one coming, and he gets knocked out. But his goons, his bodyguards, kind of see this. This is actually for him, but I just decided not to draw all of them. I don't need to draw all of them at the same time. But here you see them. You see all 4 of them coming at her. She's in the roof, by the way. This girl's in the roof. Like right here, she's in the roof. Is supposed to, because she thinks this guy is strong, so she thought that she could take a brick in the face, but he can't, and he gets chased by his goons in cloaks instead. And we see them spinning this rope. She gets caught up. She drops in the ground, and yeah, that's the last page I drew last week. And yeah, I think everybody should be caught up. And here, not this page. This page. This is the next page. Oh no! Is this? Man, I named the page. This is not in sequence. Okay, so this is supposed to be the next page. Okay, she's on the ground. She's trying to get the ropes up, and on the second panel, she is now surrounded, and she kind of banters here a little bit, because she's kind of feisty. And we get our action scene. She gets leg swipe, but she dodges out of the way. Another rope is thrown at her, but she dodges that too. I'm not sure if I want this to be a rope, or maybe I would want this to be a punch. I'm not sure yet, because on the other side of this, while she's dodging that rope, there's another rope being wounded up, and she gets caught up here. This first panel here is supposed to be her hand. This is supposed to be her hand, and we show him being tied up. Show her being tied up. And on the second panel, it's just a close up of her face, like she's being shocked. Like, oh no, I got caught. And now she's being wounded up, and they're winding up for a punch. There's gonna be some dialogue here too, like, you're messing with my boss. You can't be like that. It's unforgivable, something like that. Says, because these guys are pretty violent, or just, this girl here. There's a reason for that too, which I'll explain maybe later or tomorrow, or when we get there. So yeah, and then the last page here, this page, I'm really excited for this page. This page, she drops kick that guy that was just punching him in the face. Another foreshortened shot. Right there, right? Foreshortened shot. I love this foreshortened shot. So she drops kick this guy while being tied up here. The people who are holding her, and these two panels over here is supposed to be the two people kind of like leaning towards her, and this big empty page is going to be at the same time. I think Black Widow does it a few times. But that could be cool. So this page, I don't want this to be another foreshortened shot. I think there's too many foreshortened shots. This is just going to be a big wide shot of the kick, okay? Big wide shot with fully... I'm probably going to do a lot of these off stream, because there's too many things to do. Especially this page, it needs a lot of help. I'll probably just do one more panel. Let's do the dropkick, yeah? Because I'm really excited for this. I'm back, but I'm gonna be gone. It's okay. Welcome back, I guess. Let's do this big dropkick shot, okay? Or maybe yeah, that'd be easier. Her nose his nose may be broken. I'll depict that later. Like a broken nose. Yeah. I like that. Okay, let's just detail out some part of the face. I like to clean a little bit of what I've already drawn instead of drawing the entire thing like most artists would do, because it gives me an anchor, kind of like a good starting point, and it motivates me to draw the rest of the body. Because if I have a good anchor, a good starting point, it's a good indication that I have a good pose, a good panel, a good drawing. So lower lip, her jaw would be like this. Let's maybe crop out some teeth too. That'd be funny. There you go. I like that. I like that. Okay. Okay. I kind of feel the impact of the kick. Now just the eyes. I kind of do the same, but it really depends on the thing I'm doing right now, I guess. I do some cleanups, but sometimes in between, other times I once I sketch. Yeah, you know what I mean, right? Especially if you're starting from scratch, you kind of want to know where you're going, and you do a little bit of cleanup in between the sketch. At least that's what I do. Okay, so we don't see here his pupils now. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Time Cyrus. We don't see here his other eye because it's being engulfed by this girl's feet. Again, he's bold. I feel the same. I feel the same on that. Yeah. Okay. That's a nice round head. Let's flip that just in case it's. Oh yeah, it's a nice round head. Maybe a bit rounder in the front. Okay. We can maybe add some snot too. That'd be funny. Just Cyrus is fine. All right. Gotcha. We'll add some snot. Ooh, okay, that's funny. That's too much. Nah, maybe it's enough. Maybe let's add some saliva coming out. This guy's not entirely bald. We'll give him a kind of like a hairline, right? It's like he's not bald by choice. By he's bald by choice. Kind of like Connie from Attack on Titan. This story has a lot of Attack on Titanisms. Like a wall they have to go outside with, something like that, right? I want something mysterious, like a place that's whoops, like a place that's it's never been ventured before, something like that, right? All right, that face is pretty busted. Maybe I will draw his eyes.
Hi guys. Yay.
Hmm. I like it. It's a bit messy. It's a bit messy. Uh, but I'll go with it for now. Oh, wait. I think I deviated from the. There we go. Biceps right there. And cape. Yeah, the cape is throwing me off because like the cape doesn't really give that human figure, and it makes it unclear what's going on. I'm not good at that. But I'm just gonna go with it. Be consistent, you know? Commit.
So,
You know, I totally forgot to change my I'll do that. I'll probably won't do that anymore. But I didn't change my thumbnail. Ah man, everybody still thinks maybe I'm doing some world building stuff. Which I'll do tomorrow. Ah, dude, I totally forgot. That probably ruined some of my viewers. You know, like people passing by, oh, I wanted to do some world building. And then they see this. It's probably too late for me to fix it now. And besides, tomorrow I will do some world building tomorrow. We are going to explore some ideas and I'll expand on ideas that I already have. This hoodie is not looking good. What you did in the world building? Right now. Oh yeah, I lost the previous one. Right now I'll show you the. I'll show you the if I can find it. Hold on. I made a world map as well as a written history of the places that we'll be going to. If I can find a world map. Here it is. All right, so this is the world map. Let me just put it in the other screen. Oh, wait. So this is my world map. Well, it's not really a world map. It's just a map of the story, where the story is taking place. And there are some regions here. It's not finished yet, obviously. There's like a lot of empty stuff for now. So the story actually starts here in Virgil Village. Let me zoom in here. Right here, Virgil Village. This is chapter 1. Okay. Expand the map. I remember the outside zones with some. Oh, okay. You were here for that. Oh, sorry. You already know this. But what I've did with world building stuff since then was expand the history of the Wakans as well as the Valehi over here at the north. Tomorrow I just plan to maybe talk about some world building. You know, just chill with you all and finally finish this map. If I can't finish this map tomorrow, I might just do the expand on the Valehe region and the Raikishi region. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'm gonna do. I remember. I'm gonna draw Montefacio here, like a full on landscape view, like a environment design for Montefacio. I was the guy once before last stream. Yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I vaguely remember you. Were you the guy who thought this was about colonialism? I remember that guy. Um, but yeah, we're gonna draw what Montefacio looks like, and I'm gonna redraw this because
Wait.
this doesn't really depict what it actually is. It's supposed to be a massive kingdom atop a cut off mountain, like it's a big mountain, but it's been cut off by, say, this country. So yeah, we're gonna draw that, and then we're gonna expand on the Valleji. We're gonna draw a couple of regions here too. I actually brought this brush. I don't know if I show you this last region, but I brought a landscape brush just to make things a lot easier and faster for the stream. I know a lot of people might hate this, okay? But let me just show you. I brought a brush like that, right? It makes a building. Very modern buildings, as well as like old ones, like let's say a chateau. Right, we can just use this. So the kind of river that goes in circles in the barrier. The barrier is just made of lightning. Really, it's a shield. It's not like a wall. Really, it's well, it's a wall, but it's an energy field. And the barrier acts as like the I don't know if you watch Gachiakuta. But there's a concept that I really like that's also similar to Thor's hammer as well as the Kinton cloud from Dragon Ball, where if you have bad intentions, you can't get in the barrier. Something like that, right? I think they explore that in Gachiakuta. In Thor's hammer, you can't lift the Thor's hammer unless you're worthy. Or in Dragon Ball, you can't really ride the Kinton cloud if you're unworthy. Or the spirit ball, it doesn't really kill you if you have a good heart, something like that, right? So that's the kind of material the barrier is. So yeah, well, tomorrow I'm really excited tomorrow because I want to use this brush. I haven't really used this brush too much, and we're gonna create the Kingdom of Montefacio. And if we have time, we'll create the Astanan, the Kingdom of Astanan 2 by the sea. We'll just draw some landscapes of them, and I'll probably just end up finishing these pages off stream. City, not building. It's gonna be an entire city. Well, okay. Here's my concept of it. Okay, because in chapter 2, maybe chapter 3. In chapter 3, we're gonna be walking away from Virgil Village into Kuruk Village, and Kuruk Village is right here, right? Is right here. So that the path we're gonna take, we'll see the Kingdom of Montefacio in the background. So maybe we can have like a scene where our characters is walking, and then we see like this massive mountain that's been cut off, and there's like buildings in the background, right? Maybe we can also draw some street view, like a low camera angle looking up in the streets of Montefacio. Yeah, and maybe we'll draw some landscape shot, like a bird's eye view, for example, and what the rivers and the valleys look like. We'll even like include this. It's gonna be so cool. Yeah. And for the pages, I might just do this off stream because there's still quite a lot of work to do, and I want to finish at least 2 pages here by the end of the week. I have a deadline because I go back to work on Tuesday, and it's currently Sunday now, I think. Yeah. So I got around 3 days to finish these 3 paintings. 3 pages, rather. Okay, so this wouldn't make sense here. Then cut that off. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. But yeah, I remember you, Time Cyrus. Or just Cyrus, rather. I wasn't sure it was you, though. I thought you were a new viewer. I just remember the conversation we had. Did I erase the top of his head? I did. I did, yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, now dyan, Lips. Ano yung sa akin?
Walang kakak noodles doon, pero hindi ko pa nilagyan ng tubig.
Ah, it's okay.
Kasi baka ano eh. Sabihan mo kapag gusto mo akin.
Okay. Lapit na lang, mga 30 minutes na lang.
Sabi na nanonood sa'yo.
Oh. Okay, so...
Pinagawa mo na. Excuse me.
Just to talk about the channel a little bit though. I am moving away from the traditional way I'm making videos. And I am trying to do a little bit of cinematography. I am new in cinematography, okay? I'm not like this amazing cinematographer. This will be my first time doing something like this. I'm really excited to show it. I've already started to edit it, the next video, and it's looking good to me at least. And my hope is just to propel the channel. Do you plan to do anything on the cut mountains? Maybe make it become a death zone or somewhat. No, the Kingdom of Nefasha, the mountain is cut by an industrial kind of kingdom, you know? So it's not really hostile. There's just a big castle. A big castle and then a city underneath the mountain. There's a story there that I've already written. Yeah. So it's not inside the barrier. There isn't really too much of a hazard zone because I want to save that for the outside of for the dredgelands. But the plight of our heroes while inside the barrier is to look for materials and people and deal with maybe like minor issues in the overall arcing story. Dude, I can't speak today, man. I give me a sec. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm really parched.
Saan mo ito? Hindi mo nga yung bago. No? Ba nagising ng anak?
Yeah.
Ano pa na anak?
Wait, hold on. My wife just cooked some bacon. It's really good. Give me a sec.
PM kami. Yung bilo.
All right. I might not have some water. I drank some Coke instead. Terrible idea, I know. But I couldn't help myself after some salty bacon. Coca-Cola is really good. Not good for you. You know, it's not really good for your body. But after a salty meal, dude, it's nothing better. Yeah, I know I am a lucky man. I used to be I've told this story, but I used to go to the gym all the time. I'm right now I'm really fat. But blame that on my wife, man. She cooks really nice. I'm really lucky to have a trad wife. Well, not my wife yet. Okay, soon to be wife. Maybe soon to be wife. Click, 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 click. Okay, I like that. This hand is awkward, isn't it? But again, that's the thing. When we draw a red line, so his hand, his shoulder should be here. Should be somewhere here. Neck, trapezoids. Traps would be here. Shoulders would be here again, and there, like that. And her back would be like this. But because of the cape, it kind of covers a lot of his anatomy. So I'm thinking just bypassing the logic of the cape and instead make it conform to the shape of his body instead. So we're gonna break some rules. We're gonna break some rules, okay? Some fundamental rules. I'm gonna keep that red. Mm. Okay. So naturally, this cape would be flapping around all over the place, right? Because it's a big cloak. But that was my original idea. But now, I see that doesn't really do him justice. See, my brain is still trying to do that. I guess that's a little bit better. The hand isn't this thing. Because I'm thinking his cape would go like this, but it doesn't. Again, doesn't form. It looks so bad. All right, there you go. I think that's a little bit better. Could be better too. Okay, let's just adjust this here. VRHR. What's up, bro? Yay, man. What is up? Welcome to the stream, man. How's your study going? You know what? I'm doing this again. Okay, there it is. I forgot to. Am I even recording? It would really suck. Oh man, I'm not recording. I did all that work for nothing, huh? What? Oh, I know why we're not recording. Yay! Okay, so it's because my drive is full. I did press on the record button. Okay, it's I'll take care of that later. It's fine. It's fine. But it might mean I might end the stream very soon because I want to record what I'm drawing. Like the screen on your left, I want to record that part. Just because I want to turn it to a speed paint. For my YouTube shorts, so I can promote some stuff. But apparently I did all that work for nothing. Well, not for nothing, you know. I love talking to you guys. What I mean is I did all that work for not being recorded, and I can't really do much with that video anymore, huh? Okay. Alright, I kind of like that. Well, it's okay. Um, and then let's draw the feet here. So her hair would go like this. I wonder if I should draw her hair being all over the place. So we see more of her forehead. Since she is high up. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Something like this. I'm not doing well. I got some sore throat, and the medicine I took is making me sleepy. And studies, I don't. And study, I don't. The last subject, but today exam was pretty easy. Didn't make a lot of mistakes. I drew 3 panels yesterday. I have to complete it before Tuesday. Dude, you got some time. I don't know how many panels you have, but I think you should probably prioritize your study for now, right? Don't worry about drawing. Draw, but don't worry about drawing. That makes sense? What I mean by that is that maybe priority is just studies. I think you. I don't need to tell you that. I hate this fit here. I need to redraw it. Let's draw her hairline first. Too long. So for my English is mistake. It's okay. Yeah, English is not my first language too, and I'm not anybody to make fun of anybody to who does spelling mistakes. It's fine. Drawing is life. Don't worry about life. Enjoy life. Yay. Words of wisdom. I gotta go. See you tomorrow. Bye. Take care. Yeah, take care too, man. Good luck in your studies, and get well. Take it easy. Uh, Does that look alright? Maybe I should finally draw her some boobs, yeah? It's just because her crop top is kind of large, so we don't really see much of her chest. These are her belts. She has two belts. I haven't drawn her in the back yet. I think I have, but she's supposed to have a drum set, drumsticks. She plays drums, right at the taiko drum behind her, and this belt kind of holds it. I would maybe next few pages I'll show that. I haven't really. I think that's a mistake not to show it early on. Just it's good. She's still caught up on these ropes. Key point is that just the shape of the feet also follows the shape of the shoe. I believe it was her left shoe that went off flying from the last panel. Let me actually double check that, okay? Because I want consistency. Was it her left shoe? Uh oh. Just one shoe. By this moment here, when she falls, she's supposed to only have one shoe. Nah, it's okay. That's okay. I'll just forget about that. I kind of want to do that. It's kind of funny, right? Like a funny undertone. It gives more character to the character by showing it early on. A good silent presentation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It's like a good visual uh presentation, right? You don't have to say it, but the audience you trust your audience is smart enough to understand what it is and what she's capable of. So that's what I'm thinking, right? It is a mistake to leave that out. So I am gonna redraw my previous pages to give her to. I just want her to not have the shoe, okay? Because I think it's funny. So the other one has a shoe. We're gonna add some lines here, like that.
That's it.
I think I need to move her, right? Because I want her feet, both of her feet, to be in his face. Yeah, actually, you know what? I should have drawn her on a different layer. It's okay though. It's okay. This is still salvageable. A lot of these are still salvageable. All right, let's do that. I need to move her. to somewhere like that. Maybe a bigger feet. That's the kind of person that is, and makes it more like an actual being with her interests and stuff being showed. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay, that's so much better. We'll stick with this. I am going to have to redraw some of this, I guess. It's okay. Not too much work. I'm a bit confused with the sketch now because it's all over the place. Hmm. If you could just copy paste her after selecting the her and erase her from the layer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay. I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Not a problem. I just needed to draw her in a different layer. That's all. Next time I'll keep that in mind. Whenever I'm drawing something like this, let's combine her. Now I'm ready. I still think she's too big. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm kind of panicking right now. I needed to draw this lower, like here. I got this, guys. I really don't like drawing the feet. She has socks on, so I don't need to draw the entire thing. Let me just indicate that there she is wearing a sock. And this part needs some help. That's going to be mostly black anyway. No need to worry. Since I got rid of the sketch, well, I didn't get rid of the sketch, but it moved. See? I kind of have to eyeball it now.
Playing. Papa playing.
Okay, I'm almost done, anak. My son is wants to play with me. I might just finish this, guys. This one last panel, and then I'm gonna call it a day. And I'll draw this off stream, so tomorrow we can just focus on world. I'm really again. I'm so hyped. Because there's a lot of work to do with world building, and by the time I really want to flesh out this world. I am actually absolutely in love with the concept of this world. Eh? So let's talk about these ropes. Aren't actually normal ropes. These are laced with. So the magic system here. Okay, work in progress. The name is work in progress, but the magic system in this place are based on runes. So I'm thinking like there are some things like they're coins, or runes could also be like in items, right? Like a sword has multiple runes in it, or maybe a hammer has a multiple has runes in it. And the way these runes work, so these circles are actually runes. We'll find that out later on. So the way these runes work is they kind of remember what was done to them. They're kind of like the it's kind of like when you punch them, the tone dials in One Piece. That, but it's something similar, just to give you a uh, like a starting point. exciting. It's supposed to be exciting. I need a first. I need at first have like a plan. I need to draw what I need to draw, because without it, I just draw all pages 100 times and I write, yeah. You just get a look. Here's my advice for you if you want to uh, be a better artist or be a better anything: is draw and study at the same time. Don't just draw, also study. So the advice that, oh, just draw, just draw a lot, that's actually pretty good advice, but it's only half of the equation. You also need to study what you're drawing. Drawing aimlessly is, you're right, you're absolutely right. Just drawing without a plan is not a good thing. So you get a plan. There you go. You know what to do. Get a plan. And I can't wait, man, to read your manga, because it's always encouraging for me to like find artists that have the same interests as you, and not only that, to so if you're passionate about art and passionate about writing and manga creation, I'm the kind of person that would want to read that. Okay, read your work. And I'm not just saying that, okay? Sure, I am obsessed with art. All forms of art, writing, music, things like that. Probably more so than the others. I know what the problem is. She's looking in outer space. Boom. She looks like a guy, doesn't she? Because of the smile. No. Because of the shape of her head, maybe? Yes. And the eyes are too close. Ah, look at that. So much better, isn't it? Look. Before? Oh, I can't pick it back anymore. And I worry about my fundamentals later on. You mean from Naruto? Naruto. Hmm. Not sure what you mean there, Silver Comet. Was it talking about Naruto? I think there's a delay on my thing. My multi-chat is not it's not working. I'm getting some chats on Twitch. That's unfortunate. Ah, all right. Don't worry about that. That's my problem. This is too small. I don't know what it is, but I hate this. I hate this other feet. You know what I'm gonna do? I got an idea. I guess people here already knows what it is. I'm gonna copy paste that other feet. Let's see if this works. It's probably not gonna work, but it's gonna give me an idea on where to place it. Okay. Yeah, somewhere around there. A tad bit smaller than the other one. The difference here is that this is the entire thing is going to be made out of slippers. You said guy unless you mentioned someone else. I think. Oh, I think I wasn't mentioning guy from Naruto. I totally forgot what I was yapping about. But I don't think I was talking about Naruto. Okay. Oh, I like that. Both her feet are planted in his face. I just need to add like strokes, right? Like crash lines and motions, like this. I'll add that now. Even here, I'll somewhat do something like this. Okay, so the problem is she has black socks. That's the next. That's the next problem I have to overcome. And the reason why that's a problem is because it's going to overlap with the black pants. And yes, she only has one shoes, by the way. See? It's going to overlap, and it's not going to be clear. What to do? I'm gonna just fix that with hatching lines. Or maybe we could do something like this. It's gonna be a lot of work. It's okay, it's okay, I got this. Hatching lines. I think the hatching lines really gives it a little bit more oomph to the kick. The lines also need to follow the curve of the leg. Equally with the dark side too. Very rough. It's supposed to be rough. See? It's gonna be better once it's done. I have an idea to make it look better. Okay, let me just finish this hatching lines here. Come on, my hands are really hurting. Oh no, so many lines. That hurt. Not even done yet. Okay. All right. So that looks weird, right? We're gonna also add more thicker lines just to match it. See? How you paint over socks so fast without using lasso? I am actually using a magic tool. The magic tool. So the black here is a different layer. And since this entire shape is closed off, so I press W for the magic tool here. And I just press that. Okay, but the problem is, see if with the magic tool, if you color that there, you'll see this kind of artifact here, right? So to remedy that, you go to select, and then where is it? Modify. Here, expand, and it's going to expand the selected image, and so everything is now covered. So that won't happen again. I have it as F5 as a shortcut. So now you don't see that artifact anymore. See? So before and after. Yes?
Siam.
Clam shrimp.
One shrimp? Papa wants shrimp too, man. So hopefully that makes sense. Right? So that's how I do the hatching lines. And that's why you don't see them. I'm just adding thicker ones just to really make the shape clearer. See, the key here is to make it look like I'm drawing with a pen, like an actual ball pen. And when you're drawing with a pen, there are a lot of artifacting going on if you zoom in. And that's what I'm trying to do here. Okay. Not quite yet. Some more here. There you go. Look at that. A very roundabout way to do hatching lines. I wouldn't recommend doing that, by the way. I was just experimenting, to be honest with you. Oh, I mean, maybe you can. That was actually pretty good. I take it back. It's a good process. It could be better. But I like the outcome. That's the important bit. So this is her sleepers now, or shoes. She only has one because it flew off the moment she got caught. The other one. We're just gonna add some things that makes it look like, you know, like a big impact. Something's missing. I'm not sure what it is. Pose that I made. But something is missing here. It needs more like an oomph, you know, like a punch. It's lacking that that impact. I don't know. What do you all think? A bit? Yeah, I think you're right. It's missing something. I don't know what it is, man.
Maybe I could look at references and how people do art, do fight scenes. Okay, it seems like the impact comes from the effect, right? Like this thing here. Can you guys see? Well, I'm just gonna put it here. See this thing here? I think my art looks pretty similar already, but the thing that makes this is the effects, right? The motion, the hatching lines, the way it's being drawn. Even here, see the fist and the head, they're all bopping. So I'm just gonna go continue doing that with this. I need to go. Goodbye. Hey, take care, man. Take care, buddy. See ya. Gotta get the impact. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want it to be like a big show off kind of pound, right? That's kind of looking better a little bit. It's looking, it's looking good with all this hatching lines thing going on. I might even add some. How am I gonna add motion blur to this black thing? Maybe like this. That looks good. Okay, that's looking a little bit better, right? It is just the motion blur. I don't think I even need this entire thing. It looks corny. Maybe I will need it later on, but right now I'm just going to um let the hatching lines carry the show. Oh yeah. Okay. That's looking way better. And other side. So the other side is it looks like she's flipping from because I guess my logic here is that she's starting off like this. Um let's start. She's starting off like this, right? And this is her knee. She's on her knees. And then she flips herself like that direction almost immediately before she receives the punch. So the lines here. Wait. The lines would also go like this. Okay, I think that helped. I think the hatching lines helped quite a bit. I make this bigger. Oh, I like that. The entire screen. I'm not sure. Let me duplicate that. Delete that. Make that bigger. Maybe even angle it a little bit. Okay, let's try that out. Wait. I don't think it's better. It's better, but I need to lower it here. Okay. And then the dialogue can go to whack here. Right? To whack. And maybe just put that in perspective. Like that, something like that. And maybe we can even add more lines later on when we do the effects. Okay, I'm really happy how that went. Okay, so this is the... Give me a sec. This is the... What is the hell is this page? So that's nothing. The before. And that's the after. So the difference is just I just zoomed in quite a bit here. Just to like really emphasize his face. Once we render this, I'm going to add more hatching lines and also a detail on this guy's face. I want to add more like wrinkles and shading on his face that make it look like he's really knocked out. I'm also excited. I'm really tempted to. I'm really just tempted to keep going and draw this spin here. Okay, because in the previous page, she is actually tied up, right? Right here, she's tied up. She's tied up here. And then she then, while tied up, she then flips her feet while tied up, drop kicks this guy, and then she spins herself while tied up, making these guys, did I draw them? Did I draw it? Okay, make this guy right here and this guy right here kinda move towards her because they're pulling her and she's overpowering them. And this big page here is a double side kick, double front kick, double front jump kick. I don't know what that's called, man. But I have a reference for it, which I'll be transparent now. I'm just gonna copy this reference because I'm really bad at this pose. Okay, I'm not gonna copy it one-to-one. Maybe I'll copy it 60-70%. Oh no, I can't find. I forgot what it's called. Oh no. Double front. I think it's called double front kick. Please, 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 let me find it. Jump. Man. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. Wait. So, I want to do this thing. Can I copy it? Just copy this thing and maybe just put it here. Yeah, this thing. I just want to do this thing here. Okay, this is a really complex move. And I figured I would just do a wide shot of this. Right? Because I'm already doing a lot of foreshortening here. So, see, this thing, even this thing is foreshortened. Damn, I keep zooming in and out. The panel 2 here is foreshortened. Panel 3 here is foreshortened. Panel 4 is foreshortened. Panel 5 is somewhat foreshortened, somewhat. And then here, it's foreshortened and more foreshortening. I think I'm using it too much, okay? So here it's just gonna be a double wide shot. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Well, maybe I'll just do this off panel. Off stream. At least you said, yeah, of course. You know me. I will attempt though, because maybe I can draw something more unique with that kick, right? But basically, this is a short fight. After this kick, after this page, this is page 20. After this, we are going to relax a little bit with the fight. She's going to tie them up using the same rope. And she looks at the rope and notice that it's laced with runes of, and we're gonna have like a small explanation what runes are. And this will be the introduction to the magic system of this world, right? The runes. And then a few pages after that, we are going to get a fight with Senor Nestor, who arrives at the scene looking at his men being beaten up. And he's like, this is unforgivable. I don't care if you're a kid, or I don't care if you're a girl. I'm going to beat you up. Okay? Because you did this to my men. And he puts on a glove, and he has boots that's laced with rune of acceleration and rune of power. So so she's obviously not a normal person, because she just overpowered 4 men. So he's like, okay, I'm not holding back. I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can, little girl. So his introduction would end chapter 1. So chapter 1 used to be 30 pages, but I think I'm gonna drop that down. It used to be 35 pages. I'm gonna drop that down to 25 instead. So maybe in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna finally finish chapter 1. After that, I'm not going to move on to chapter 2 right away. Instead, I'm going to at least give a month or 2 worth of world building. Or maybe I will go to chapter 2, because chapter 2, we're gonna meet Aki. Aki, who is Hikari's companion. Hikari is the main character, the girl with the ears. Aki is her companion. It's kind of like her little brother. Not exactly, but they've been together for a long time. Well, together, and they've been journeying around the world for a long time. And they have a little brother, older sister kind of relationship. They banter with each other. You know, they fight a lot. And yeah, we meet him, and we also meet Akira, which is a mysterious figure that comes out. He's not really a threat, quote unquote, not yet. But yeah, and then so the end of chapter 2 will be Kuruk village, which is a fishing village, to find the outsider. Because she's trying to look for people to accompany her outside the wall. And the overall arcing story for volume 1 will be her going to Montefacio, the kingdom of Montefacio, and then she's basically trying to accumulate people. Trying to recruit people to her crew, and because you need a certain vehicle, a certain vehicle to go outside the barrier. And it's gonna be like a land ship. It's kind of like a ship in the sea, right? But with wheels. And only the kingdom of Montefacio makes those kind of vehicles for adventurers to go outside the barrier. So that's going to be the entire volume is going to be that. But we won't even be using that ship until much later on. Well, we're gonna be riding it around the world for now after volume 1. I already have the ship design inside my head, but that's another thing I want to write, right? I want to design and draw on stream. So maybe we'll spend more time with chapter 2 maybe, and then let's do some world building, design work, landscape, environment design, things like that. When maybe Silver Comet, we can go into like food, plants, herbs, trees, languages, coins. Like I got to do the currency thing, right? How it's minted, things like that. It's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. I just can't wait to share this with you all. I've written a lot of this, and I'm not even in the Dredgelands yet, right? I've written so much of the Dredgelands because I started writing this with the Dredge in mind. The Dredge, by the way, is the name of the overarching antagonist of the entire series, and I've written a lot of them. And yeah, man, dude, there's Tomb Radis, the walking citadel, and it's this big lumping organism, and it houses like millions and millions of dredge drones, and just a lot of enemies inside of it. And it looks like a like a tick, you know, like a tick in your hair or on a dog where it's bloated up with blood. It looks like that, and it also burrows underground. And there's supposed to be a few hundreds to a few thousands of these, but you can barely see them because most of them are underground. There's that place. There's Gogzargat, a place where if you breathe the air for too long, it creates a sticky mucus inside your nose and your ears and all of your orifice that you need to have a rune of rejuvenation and a rune of longevity to keep that thing keep yourself refreshed all the time, right? And you can't just walk into Gogzargat without being prepared. Otherwise, you're going to be like you're just going to be you can't breathe or see or talk anymore or hear, because the air will create this sticky mucus inside your orifice, right? I have so many things. I have creatures that are just like disgusting, out of this world, cosmic horror kind of stuff, body horror kind of stuff. Okay, what to take into consideration is this? Yeah, man, I'd love to hear your thoughts, man. Wait, malapit na ako ah. Can they be broken, and how long do they take to make? What do you mean? Can they be what broken, and what do you mean? The tank? Oh, you mean the world building stuff? What do you mean, Silver Comet? Oh, the runes. Okay, so the runes come. Well, the runes are like coins, right? Let me draw a rune really quick. I'll just use this page right here, right? This blank thing here. Okay, so a rune. So a rune are like coins. They're coin size. Okay. Oops. And they're not perfect circles. So let's just invent a rune here. Let's say that's the rune of power. That's the first thing. And so to make a rune of power, you have to hammer it. And the hammer, the force of the hammer, the rune remembers the force of the hammer. So if you put it on a glove, for example, or if you put it on another hammer, then it's going to remember that force and it's going to smash even harder. And you can stack them too. So if you make a rune of power, you put it in the hammer, and you make another rune of hammer, that second rune of hammer will be twice as strong as the first one you make. And you keep doing that, and you keep doing that, and you have this absolutely just powerful thing in your hand, right? And the rune of acceleration, for example, another rune. Maybe let's just invent the thing. I haven't really written the language, right? Rune of accelerate. I don't know if I spelled this wrong. All right, whatever. But so the rune of acceleration makes you move faster, run faster. Very straightforward. These don't stack. Well, maybe they can. Maybe they can stack. So the runes come in coins, but the thing is, you can also put runes on items, right? Let's say the rune of endurance on a skillet, for example, because Aki has a skillet and it has the rune of endurance. And now the skillet is indestructible. Sorry, not the rune of durability. Sorry. Now the skillet is indestructible now. Can runes easily be served or cancelled out? I'm not sure if I cancelled out, but they're basically just there to either buff or empower the user. So they can be placed in coins, and the coins can be placed in items, or it can also be applied directly to an item. And it takes a certain amount of skills to just put a rune directly to an item, because runes that are in coins can deplete they can deplete. Okay, so depending on how many times you hammer it, on how long it will take. So for example, if you're in Gogzargat, the place with the sticky mucus thing when you're in the air, and you have a rune of rejuvenation, which rejuvenates your orifices and just everything in general. It won't last long. It's kind of like a breathing apparatus if you're underwater, right? And you have what you call it, the scuba thing. It runs out of air eventually. It's kind of like that. So it's the same with every other rune that's made in the coin. But if a rune is directly placed into an item, then it's basically infinite. So I think it's pretty simple. There's also another power system. It's not really power. It's more like a technique. I looked this up, and I wanted this to be exclusive to the Vallehi. The Vallehi is the Greek and Roman theme kind of place, and instead of runes, they have pancration. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's a Greek. The sport pancration. I think that's it. I'll have to work on the pronunciation, but that works a bit differently, and it's not really a power system. It's more like, well, it is a power system. Okay, it's a magic system. So the way that works is you learn to control your muscles, and you flex your muscles in a certain way, kind of like a combo system in let's say Tekken. You flex your muscles in a certain way, and then you punch harder, for example, or run faster, for example. So they kind of utilize the rune system, but it's within them, inside them, you know. So that's another thing. So yeah, so those two are unique to each other, but they're connected. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. Ukulele, yeah, hard to pronounce. So like Yujiro Hanma, is it like that? I haven't watched Baki. I've watched a few episodes, but is it like that? But yeah, so pancration, it has a historical thing to it, and since they're based on Greek and Roman, I might as well do that, right? So yeah, you flex your thing, and then you kind of move a certain way. But I remember what I was gonna say. The power system, I don't want it to just be about fighting. Things cool first. So maybe a true dump truck, or a kitchen, for example, or something mundane cool. Okay, and I learned that it's so easy to make something cool when you're trying to make it about fighting, right? And I'm gonna tie this up to what I'm trying to say. So, for example, a guy with a big sword. It's so easy to make that cool. But for example, a chef, it's not really that easy. Or how about a girl that's overly sexy, right? It's really easy to make a girl sexy. Just give them bikinis. But for example, let's say a Expedition 33, they have absolutely gorgeous girls there, but they're not overly sexualized. But you know they're hot, right? So those kind of things are really hard to do. So in my magic system, I don't want it to just be about cool fighting stuff. I also want them to be applied in everyday, mundane, utilitarian kind of activities, right? Like building a car, cooking, what else? Like walking, carrying a basket, heavy things like that. I want it to be equally about fighting and also about utility. Surgery muscles is very flexes in various ways. Yujiro. That's Baki's father, right? I know him because it's popular, but I've only watched a couple of broken episodes back in the day of Baki. I haven't really watched it. Strategy, hopefully. Yeah, of course, strategy. Well, yeah. There are also these beings called the paragons, and they're not really the paragons aren't really powerful. the paragons aren't really powerful, but they kind of inspire hope and morale around the group. So one of these story beats is that Hikari and the crew will have to find a paragon in the crew. That's a paragon is more like a role, and there are these humans who naturally inspires, kind of like Captain America thing, right? They're not really Captain America isn't really powerful when it comes to fighting, but his power comes from his authority, from his strategy. That's why you remind me of that, because you were talking about strategy. So that's his true power, his authority. And I read a lot of Marvel, and in Marvel, Captain America's word is law. Okay, when Cap says that we should do this, everybody in the superhero community, well, most of them, listens to Captain America, even though they know they can beat him up to a pulp. It's his word is law in Marvel. Okay, so I kind of want to make a creature like that, a human like that. That there are these naturally gifted paragons out there that are not necessarily powerful, but they boost the morale of the crew. No words, he just did it. Yeah, but hey, he also has a good team. Move. If you look at the scenes, he has a good team, and also his morality is unwavering. You know, he is uncorruptible. These are the paragons in my story. The uncorruptible, the leaders, the guys who always push forwards, who can do it all day. You know, like Captain America. And I'm really inspired by those kind of people. So yeah, and we can do a little bit of comedic things there, some creative banter, because Hikari is the opposite of a paragon, but Hikari is a leader, a natural born leader. She just doesn't know it yet. Okay, she's kind of like Luffy, where Luffy doesn't know a lot of things, and that's why he needs a crew. And so Hikari doesn't know a lot of things, so that's why he needs a crew to go outside the barrier. And for Volume 1, that's her main motivation. That's the main story of Volume 1. But the overall arcing story is for them to go outside the barrier, and they need equipment. They need people, certain people that does role. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That's a little bit of world building. I'll save some of that tomorrow. I'll have to write a couple of other things too before then. Actually, not tomorrow. It's later on tonight. It's 1 a.m. on my end on a Sunday. So tonight. All right. So guys, I gotta go, guys. I gotta take care of my kid. He wants to play with me, and I gotta be a father first before a streamer. True, he said some logic is low. Who, Cap? Nah, I think his logic is pretty good. I love Cap. Anyways, guys, Silver Comet, thank you very much for watching, and for everybody who's in stream still. Shout out to Yuchi Zero and Sirius. Right. Sirius. Of course. Among other of the regulars, Sonic, VHR Arts. Damn. Wish you luck in your studies, man. Yeah, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in. I got 100 views today. Wow. Dude, I'm so happy. Anyway, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep yapping if I don't. Have a nice day, guys. See ya.